was an absolutely miserable weekend at the movies, box office wise. Caught stealing $7.8 million. And then in the number 5 spot, also in its opening weekend, The Roses. By the way, other big fall on its face flop, Toxic Avenger, made $1.7 million on 2,000 screens.
Definitely go check out that segment to see more of what they talked about as like factors as to why those movies did not do well financially. Because they did bring up maybe it was the marketing, maybe it was word of mouth just wasn't good for those movies. Even Robert Meyer Burnett, he brings up that, well, the movie has to have a good hook, and for these movies, I didn't really know what the hook was. And for me, they left out the most important thing, and that is all three of those movies are rated R, which got me thinking, this day and age, this decade, and it hit me while I was watching that segment, it's kind of hard for an R rated movie to do successful in the theater, like to really break the bank, other than, and hear me out as I say this, other than indie, like low budget films, horror films in particular, and I mean for low budget and also mainstream, a popular IP, superhero, or a franchise, that's the thing. That's the only way an R rated movie can really do huge financial success. And also, too, if it's made by like a big name filmmaker, let's, call it what it is. If it was made by Christopher Nolan, Quentin Tarantino, Denis Villeneuve at this point, just to name a few, that is, Ryan Coogler, I'll throw in. That's the only way people are going to be like, oh, I want to go see that because I know who that filmmaker is. That's the only way an R rated movie will really do well. I know that's up for debate, but this is just something I think about because, for what it's worth, like, let's think about this decade where streaming is not only convenient for people, but a lot of R rated movies go straight to streaming. And Prey is one that I really think about when it comes to like a prime example of that. So yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate because for me, it kind of makes me fearful of what could happen with filmmaking in the future. I mean, another one that I'll just throw out, one more that is just Killers of the Flower Moon. Albeit that was a 3.5 hour movie, but we'll never see a movie like that end up in the theater and be a financial success ever with that huge of a budget because no one went to go see it except me. So, yeah, y'all. Like I said, I'm fearful of what could happen with theaters and cinema and everything. I've made the joke that watch theaters go away like in 10 years, but that could happen, especially with a weekend like this. I don't know. But regardless, I will say that, truth to that segment, I think a movie just has to have a good hook. I think The Long Walk has a good hook. I think a movie like Weapons, which is still number one, has a great hook. That makes people be like, let me leave my house and let me go pay money to see that.